Jesus is ready. Jesus is ready. Okay, this is where stuff goes wrong when preachers start doing some illustrations and it's live and you can't edit it and all that. Jesus is ready. I don't have to worry because Jesus is ready. He's ready not only to bring life to me, He's ready to lead me through this life. Okay? When I was a young boy, I was fascinated with wrestling. Well, we only got one channel on TV and wrestling was on that channel, so I was fascinated with wrestling. And I was a Hulkamaniac. Oh, I loved Hulk Hogan. I loved seeing him make these improbable comebacks in the ring. And I remember so many vividly moments where he would be down and it looks like he's lost, but he came back, you know. I kind of think about that when I think about the eclipse, because when I see the eclipse, I see the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. I see where everything, they see the Son and they're walking with Him. But then when He dies on the cross, they feel like all their hopes are lost. And that's when the moon covers the sun. And they feel like all is lost and there's nothing left. And they're contemplating going back to their fishing business. And Matthew don't really have any prospects because he was a tax collector and he's kind of burned all those bridges. But then the time comes when He raises again. 3 days later, He raises again. The stone is rolled away. When you see, if you see the eclipse, I want you to think of the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. I want you to see He who was alive died for our sins. He was buried in the grave. He took death on for me. But He didn't stay there. He rose again. The world has seen some mighty warriors. I'm telling you, they've had some powerful people. Some people have conquered the entire world. Such as people like Napoleon and others, Alexander the Great. But let me tell you something. Their bones are in a grave. Because they were no match for death. That's why He's called the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. And this is why we can live the life of all lives. Because of Him. Because we know the Lord and we know the Lamb. And we can have the life of all lives. This is important to understand. They were no match for death. But death was no match for Him. Okay? That you need to understand that.